Hello, welcome, Cabbage here. So we just had Doom come out yesterday, so let's do the monster review, see how he stacks up. We'll look at his stats first. He is a power type, so of course his attack is very good, and then HP is decent. Speed is very slow, especially considering that he is a Pierce type. Pierce types, they lose more speed per hit when they are attacking guys. And then power types also, they lose more speed than other types when they are hitting guys as well. So Doom on the speed front kind of has everything going against him. And yeah, that means he's not going to be very good for, chasing down hearts or setting off everybody's bump combo. Because he might not have enough speed to, get where you want him to go. And if that's more than one place, then almost certainly he's not going to have enough speed. The way that you use a Pierce power type is kind of like a spear, if you think about it as a spear. You just throw it, and it goes and sticks, and that's it. So yeah, when you are using him, you want to sort of, focus on your one target, and just aim for that. And that's all you're going to get, so... in that sense, yeah, he's a little bit less usable than lots of other characters. Oh, and I am wearing my Oragon eye mask because we get the... yeah, Doom is from the anime series, so I thought I would wear this here. Alright, anyway, looking at Doom's abilities, he's got Minesweeper M and Null Warp. Minesweeper M is pretty great because when he picks up a mine, then his already high attack will be doubled, so that's big damage. And then Null Warp means, there's lots of quests where you need warp, so that would be really great. Unfortunately, these powers don't really work with him being a Pierce and a power type. Kind of the best thing to be when you do have Minesweeper is a speed type, so that you can get around the stage more and then pick up more mines. But Doom being so slow, you can't really use him to pick up mines that are, all spread across the screen. You have to kind of play him so that you can, work on his positioning so that it's good for him to succeed. And then if there's any mines that happen to be in that area, then that's lucky. So as a Minesweeper, he's not great. Yes, let's look at his strike shot up next. This is a new strike shot, and every time he makes contact with an enemy, then a flare will come out. And so that will be sort of a, kind of a larger area than just a standard hit. And also has a small chance to stun the target. But it has the same rate, I believe, of coming off as Tsukuyomi's Lightning or Akala's Flare. So that's very low. And then while the other two are bump combos, this is a strike shot. Bump combos, they can come out every turn, but the strike shot's going to come out once, maybe twice a mission. So the chance of stunning a guy is very low with this strike shot. That's kind of another unfortunate thing. Lastly is his Horizon Laser XL, and this is a very strong bump combo for a power type. And that's kind of one of the main ways you want to use him, is to keep him positioned so that he's to the left or to the right of his target, preferably the boss, and then just have him kind of, wash back and forth between the weak points, and then be positioned for that laser. So yeah, kind of a funny character. He has lots of kind of interesting individual abilities, but all put together, I would say, they don't really work well together, all of those abilities. And then that's one strike against him, pretty big strike. Another strike against him is that Tsukuyomi is also a Pierce with a Minesweeper and Null Warp. And that means that they can both largely go to the same types and number of missions. Doom can't really go to wood missions like Kushinada or Marishiten, while Tsukuyomi can. But in most situations where Doom can be good, Tsukuyomi will be better. Just because she is a speed type, and then her bump combo doesn't really rely on her positioning, and then I would say the strike shot is better as well. So yeah, Doom is not super great, and then he is not a priority to be made into a max luck either. If you were to pick between him and Tsukuyomi, it would definitely be Tsukuyomi. Probably the better character, definitely has the easier quest to play, and then Tsukuyomi's been around a lot longer, so a good number of people are already going to have the max luck of Tsukuyomi, and so will not need Doom at all. But that being said, Doom is really, really strong if you can use him right. And yeah, we'll start the tape. We'll bring him to a mission. And then, yeah, this was maybe the best mission in the library that I thought to bring him in. And that is, what's his face? Alien Grey, I think. And this is a fire mission with warps and mines, so he does pretty well here. The only thing about this place is that it has laser barriers, but I'll show you how to get around laser barriers, even if you're using laser bump combos. Okay, so keeping in mind Doom's bump combo, we're going to position both of those in the upper half of the screen, just so that we can get out more bump combos out. And then the other two characters I'm using, first I'm using Suzuran, the Ascension version. He's got Flight and No Warp, and then he has a White Blast bump combo, which will help us get out more bump combos. And then I'm also using Kali Ascension. She has Minesweeper and No Warp, so yeah, she also matches the gimmicks here. Okay, and then kind of the main thing that we're going to focus on is how much damage Doom does with his bump combo, and then also his physical attacks. Okay, pretty good. And yeah, as we can see, even if you go through like two guys, that pretty much almost stops Doom. Okay, pretty good. So yeah, again, when you're using Doom, you really just want to focus on his positioning without worrying about picking up mines at all. But yeah, after all of the bad things I said about power types, I really do like to play with power types. For Pierce characters, I think Rinsu really taught us what they can do, and that was in Kushinada 0. And other power types that I've liked lately are the impossible monsters, Akala, Yamato Takeru, Ashura. They're all pretty fun to play with. Okay, so the two Dooms, they're in pretty good position. They're just in the center third of the screen, and so that would make it easier for them to, you know, adapt to a good position where the boss might be. All right, so here is the mini boss, and then we'll try to position our Dooms up top. Okay, so I have one Doom inside the Smiter on the left, but let's look here and see how the damage does. Yeah, so the Doom was inside of the laser barrier, and the laser still hit the Smiter even though we couldn't see. So that's a way around laser barriers, is to position yourself inside. And yeah, that can work pretty famously in Tsukuyomi with Arthur. That can be a good idea. Just position Arthur within the laser barrier, and then you can hit her with Arthur's bump combo. Okay, so there we saw the double kind of horizon laser go into the mini-boss, and that was almost 1,000,000 damage, so that's really good there. And let's look here at the direct attack on the weak point, and yes, 680,000 damage, so yeah, when you can get Doom where he needs to go, he can do a lot of damage, so he's a fun character, I would say, to use. The problem with him is that there's just not a lot of stages where he's kind of the best choice. So yeah, maybe we need to wait until there are future missions where he will be better. But for the moment, not so much. So yeah, no real need to make the max luck of him. Okay, here again we have the 2P Doom inside of the laser barrier, so let's hit him. Get that laser barrier damage on the boss. That's, yeah, 300,000, pretty crazy. And yeah, actually, this Alien Gray stage is pretty difficult, but playing with the two Dooms made it very smooth, I thought. Okay. Alright, so here the 1P Doom is in good position. The 2P Doom we want to get up there somehow. Okay, so again, bump combo on the boss's weak point, plus a couple hits from Suzuran did almost 1,000,000, so that's pretty crazy. And another bump combo, and that'll do it for this stage. So yeah, Doom, when he is used effectively, is really good. But it takes positioning and then a knowledge of the stage to get that right. Okay, and that'll do it for here. And again, my two Dooms are in a pretty decent position, so this will be fine, I think. So we'll try to set off the bump combo here. No, okay. So their Doom was just outside of the laser barrier, so the laser couldn't go into the boss. But here, this will give us a good chance to try out the strike shot. We have almost an ideal situation. Got the weak point, and then no other guys on the left to right. So we'll just go left to right, do some flares, and 1.5 million damage. Pretty darn good. But that's, again, only under ideal circumstances. And then we did not get the stun, so that's too bad. But we'll use another strike shot here, and that's fine. Okay, so that was Doom, the first Impossible of the anime series of Impossibles. Not the best monster, but a fun one to try, to get a single drop and then try out. Okay, thanks for watching, and we'll see you again. Take care.